All right, guys, just a few days ago, the CEO of United Healthcare was murdered. I mean, there's really no other way to say it other than maybe assassinated. This was clearly a hit, and especially Fox News really wants us to sort of feel sympathy for, I guess, United Healthcare or the family of United Healthcare, the family of the CEO of United Healthcare, things like that. And I'm honestly, as a human being, sort of torn. I feel like I'm probably not the only person in this scenario. I am three things. One, I'm a father. Two, I'm a nurse. And three, I am a United Healthcare subscriber. That's right, I don't have a choice. The company that I work for goes with United Healthcare, and if I want health insurance, I have to go with United Healthcare as well. I guess I could shop around, but honestly, who in the world could afford that? As a nurse, I do make a decent living. I have a nice house, I have cars. I don't want to say everything is, I'm rich by any means, but I am able to survive. If I was to make $1 million without spending any money, it would take me 12 years-ish. If I was to make $10 million, which is what the CEO of United Healthcare was making at the time of his death per year, it would take me 120 years. That's a long time. Also, as I am a nurse, you would think I wouldn't have any medical debt. Currently, as we sit right this very second, and full disclosure, I haven't had any catastrophic medical events other than the one I'm about to explain. I'm about $10,000 in medical debt. I, right now, sitting right this second, am about $10,000 in medical debt with health insurance from United Healthcare. I pay United Healthcare hundreds of dollars every check, and yet I'm still $10,000 in medical debt and have not had but one, which I'm about to explain, what I would really call emergency medical event. Just this past week, just this very week right now, I got a denial letter from United Healthcare from my one event that I'm about to explain. My daughter was at softball practice, had a weird fall twist, whatever you want to call it, and ended up needing a new knee. It really didn't look like anything bad. Nothing really looked out of place. Just a weird, strange fall slip sort of thing. Destroyed her knee. And she had to go have surgery. And surgery went well. Everything went well. I was terrified during the surgery. I just don't, I don't like surgery. I'm terrified of anesthesia. And she gets through surgery, everything goes well. While we are sort of going through how we're going to pay for everything, I'm on one page and the doctor's sort of on our page as well. We get a denial letter from United Healthcare that says they're not paying for this because another party's insurance should cover it due to the nature of the accident. Okay? My very self, I have been a president of a booster club. I understand how booster club insurance works. In booster club insurance, you are insured for catastrophic events in case of an injury. A catastrophic event would be, let's say, somehow a gust of wind comes up and the bleachers topple over. We have insurance for that. If a kid goes to dunk a ball and for whatever reason the basketball goal comes out of the ceiling and the ceiling lands on him, that's a catastrophic event. If for whatever reason a construction worker digs a huge hole in your baseball field and a kid falls in it, something catastrophic. My daughter's weird slip fall thing doesn't fall under that for the booster club. So what United is saying is they're not going to cover it. Wonderful. Thank you so much. And as I said, I am lucky. This is really the only catastrophic major medical event we've had. No very significant illnesses or surgeries or anything like that, thankfully. And I'm one person. United Healthcare is supposedly, I don't know if this is an exact factor figure, denied 1 in 3 claims. It's like 34%. They've denied 1 in 3 claims. That's a lot of claims. There's been entire hospital systems that are at odds with United Healthcare because they won't pay for things. Rural hospital systems are at odds because United Healthcare won't pay for things. Rural hospitals don't really make a lot of money. And if you go ahead and cut one of them rural hospital systems out, where are these rural folks going to go to get health care? They can't really go anywhere else. It's sort of a monopoly. It's really sad. And I'm really torn as a human being because this father has now been assassinated. But at the same time, if a bank robber is killed, do we feel bad? I'm not saying this man was a bank robber. Do we feel bad? Or are we like, well, he was a menace to society. He was a bank robber, But at the same time, the bank robber may have had kids, may have had a wife. We don't know. This is clearly a hit. This is clearly a hit. The markings on the shell casings, things like that. This is clearly a hit. Someone or a group of people finally got tired of United Healthcare and decided to take it all the way to the top. 15 years ago, the movie Saw 6 came out. It was about this very thing. It's almost like someone's starting to take it to heart with the insurances. I don't believe this assassin will be caught. I think he's already out of the country. I think I'm going to say he. I'm not even sure if it is a man or a woman. I believe it's a man. But I'm going to go ahead and say that he's out of the country. He's probably somewhere tropical. He probably got paid and rolled out and is now somewhere where there's no extradition. As terrible as that is. The American healthcare system is broken. It is just broken. If me, an insured individual who is a nurse with no catastrophic medical events, is $10,000 in medical debt, what's that to say about someone who doesn't make a good living, who did have cancer, heart attack, stroke, renal failure, something like that? They're really bad off. I'm a lucky person. And then Fox News really wants us to feel sympathy for this. As a human, I do. As a human, I hate it for his family. I hate it for his kids. You never want a child to not have a father. But it's like, I really, I don't want to sound like a bad guy. I don't want to sound like a hateful person. But it's like, dang, eventually this was probably going to happen. As bad as that sounds, eventually this sort of thing probably was going to happen. And it sucks. We can't keep on fattening up our pockets while we don't deliver on our promises. And unfortunately, this man figured it out. Sort of hard to say it that way. Hate that. Anyways, that's what I got. Sort of a rant and thought. I hope it helps. Thank you much.